Hello aspirants, hope you are all doing well. Welcome to Vishnu IAS Academy. So today we are going to deal about the current affairs topics of science and technology, that too especially focusing on the future missions of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. So without wasting much of our time, let's get into the topic directly. Come see, it is, as I already told you, these are all the future ISRO missions. These are all about we are talking about today. Okay. So what are they? See, these are some of the futuristic missions that are being planned by ISRO by its own and with the collaboration of the private entities as well as with the collaboration of international space agencies as well. Okay. So what are they? The first one is 4 missions under Gaganyaan human space flight program. Okay. And next is 4 missions to test the technologies for India's first space station, that is Bharatiya Antariksh Station 1 by 2028. Okay. And the third one is 1 Uncrewed Gaganyaan flight that is being proposed by ISRO. And ISRO's development of next generation launch vehicle NGLV with a budget of 8,240 crore and PSLV Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, which is being built by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited as well as another entity which is Larsen & Toubro, expected to be launched by the end of 2024 or by the next year. And another one is Venus Orbiter mission that is going to be launched by March 2028. These are some of the programs, future programs that are being planned, launches, especially the launches of the missions that are being planned by the ISRO. So let's get into the details of this. So first of all, let's see what are the 4 missions under Gaganyaan human spaceflight program. See, before that, if you see, what is Gaganyaan? Pehle to we have to know about a few prospects about what Gaganyaan is, right? So Gaganyaan means sky vehicle in Sanskrit. This is the India's first crewed space machine spearheaded by ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, and it aims to send Indian astronauts into lower Earth orbit and safely bring them back to the Earth. As we all know, the best example is Sunita Williams, right, astronaut who is still in the space. So likewise, even we Indians have come up with a plan to send some of our astronauts into the space station and let them be in the lower orbital level itself, not at the higher, but at the lower orbital level, and let them stay for not more than 1 week to 10 days and thereafter making them come back to the Earth. Why sending them over there? In order to conduct research about the space and also have a very clear-cut observation of those persons of the Earth's phenomena and everything. Okay, in order to develop all these aspects, we'll be sending some astronauts of our Indian origin into the space under the mission of Gaganyaan. Okay, so Gaganyaan meaning sky vehicle in Sanskrit, and also safely bringing them back. Okay, and next is this is planned to be launched by 2025, and then it will deploy GSLV Mk3 and also known as LVME3, India's most powerful rocket. See. So second point is that it is planned to be launched in the next year itself, upcoming year, and it is to be launched with the help of GSLV Mk3. This is one of the launching vehicle, also known as LVME3. So these are the most powerful rockets of India, and these are the most sophisticated that are developed with using the latest technologies, as well as they will be having a high payload. Nearly they can carry more than 4,000 tons of payload along with them, and also they are reusable. I'll be talking very detailedly about launch vehicles in next upcoming session. Okay, for now you just remember all these things of it. Okay, so it is going to be launched with the help of Gaganyaan will be launched with the help of GSLV Mk3, which is also known as launch vehicle M3. Okay, and the mission, what is the aim of the mission? It will carry 3 astronauts into an orbit of approximately 400 kilometers for a duration of 5 to 7 days. As I already told you, it will be carrying 3 astronauts into the space, allowing them to stay there for 5 to 7 days and then bring them back safely into the Earth. Okay, and the spacecraft, it consists of 2 main parts when it comes to the description of the spacecraft, it consists of two main parts. First is the crew module and the second one is the service module. Crew module, the name itself suggests that it will be carrying the crew, that is the astronauts in it, isn't it? And second one is the service module, which provides power and propulsion for the spacecraft to sustain in the space. Okay, these are the two modules, main parts. One is crew module and the other one is service module. Okay, and now the GSLV Mk3 will lift this. It is of weight 8 ton. That is why this will be carried. This will be launched with the help of GSLV Mk3, which is the latest one, that is which can carry off heavy payload with it. Okay, 8 tons into the orbit, ensuring reliability and safety of this mission. Okay, which is very, very important right now. TK, is it clear till now? This is all about a brief introduction about Gaganyaan mission. So, and now, and what else under this mission we are going to do is the astronaut training. So, 4 Indian Air Force pilots, okay, they were selected for astronaut training conducted in collaboration with Russia. First of all, selection of the astronauts is very important, as well as training them is also very much crucial for this. Okay, so 4 astronauts have been selected and their training will be in collaboration with Russia as of now. Okay, and they have undergone rigorous training including zero gravity simulations, survival training and specific system management. So, these astronauts are supposed to be trained in these areas like gravity simulations, first one, and survival training and spacecraft system management. They are supposed to manage the spacecraft in which they are traveling, and they are supposed to, bear the pressures which they will be bearing once they reach the space, etc. Kind of trainingness will be provided for our astronauts in collaboration with Russia. Okay. And now what are the objectives and benefits of this? Why? Because for every mission there should be objective and application, and at the end of the day it should be useful for the mankind, isn't it? So here it is not only just about sending astronauts into the space, its main aim is of developing cutting edge technologies like life support systems, spacecraft re-entry capabilities and in-orbit operations. The main aim of conducting research in the space by sending humans also is to search for any other life support system other than the Earth. The first thing, isn't it? Man is always enthusiastic in supporting any other, in searching about any other life system other than our Earth also, isn't it? That is the first motto. And the second one is spacecraft re-entry capabilities. He also wanted to test about the re-entry capabilities of the space which has been sent into the orbit. Into the universe, outer space of our Earth, isn't it? And in-orbit operations, and also the operations that are going to be carried out in orbit are all to be tested by sending this mission into the space. Clear? And now it will boost India's scientific and industrial ecosystem, isn't that so? We are also going to have our own place in the space ecosystem, especially for India, and also inspiring the next generation of space explorations. Because these days, we are supposed to inspire the next generations to conduct this type of researchers into the space also. And for that, the foundation is going to be laid by the Gaganyaan mission that is going to be taken place in the next upcoming year, that is 2025. Now, what is the recent news about this? The government, it has approved. See, this Gaganyaan mission will be in collaboration with Bharatiya Antariksh station. Okay. So, this futuristic mission has got the approval of the cabinet recently. This is what all you are supposed to remember. Okay, it got approval very recently and it's going to be launched by the early 2025. And the third one is that you have to remember this brief introduction, this brief information regarding this Gaganyaan program. Clear? Very good. Now, and these are all, see, and next is that what is the global significance? You have to remember this. See, every research which we carry out should enhance our global significance, right? Should enhance our position globally. So, how does this enhance our position, our India's position globally? Is that it will join the ranks of space-faring nations like USA, Russia, and China. Right now, these are the three nations: USA, Russia, and China. These are the three nations. Okay. Nations set their foot successfully in the space research. And now India is also successfully going to join these three nations, these successful nations, into the space technology with the inauguration of its mightiest Gaganyaan mission. Okay, right. And now if we get, this is all about the Gaganyaan mission. And now what is the second mission which we are carrying out? 4 missions to test technologies for India's first space station, Bharatiya Antariksh Station 1 by 2028. Very, very important. So we are also planning to establish our own space center or space station in the space, namely Bharatiya Antariksh Station, which is to be operated by 2028, which is to be completed by 2028, and we are planning to get it operated by 2034. Remember, which we are planning to get it operated by 2034. So when it comes to this Bharatiya Antariksh Station, Station 1, it is planned to have 4 modules. Okay, 4 modules, and right now we are in the preparatory stage of the first module itself. And this station, space station, is going to be placed in the lower orbital Earth at a distance of 400 to 450 kilometers from the Earth's surface. See, this is the Earth's surface, and our space station is going to be over here at a span of 400 to 450 kilometers. Clear? This is Bharatiya Antariksh Station. Okay, so now our Union Cabinet has given approval of launching of the first module of this. And for this, a total budgetary allocation of nearly 20,000 crores. Rupees 20,000 crores has been allocated for it. Okay, so with this, we are going to launch the first module into the space, and this is also in collaboration with Gaganyaan mission, both Gaganyaan mission and the space station, because the astronauts, they are going to dwell in the space station itself. Isn't that so? Very clear. So right now this is the total budget. Previously this budget was nearly around 12,000 crore rupees, and now it has been enhanced to 20,000 crore, nearly 8 crore rupees have been allocated for this. Please don't forget this. Okay, this is the first module which is going to be operated. So, and other than our India, if we go into the details of this Bharatiya Antariksh Station, so this is of India's, and other than India, there are 3 more nations which have established their stations in the space. One is USA, Russia, and China. So now India is also going to be a part and parcel of launching its own space station into the space. Okay, remember this. Other than our Bharatiya Antariksh Station, these are the other operative space stations. These are the other operative space stations, that means which are currently in operation, because there are even some more in operative space stations also which have been launched by the Russia. They were launched in 1970s and now they are no more operative in condition. Okay, so right now the space stations which are operative in condition are International Space Station, okay, which is a large space station that was assembled in 1998 and is operational since 2000. Okay, this has been assembled in 98 and has been operational since 2000 till now, and it is maintained in low Earth orbit. Remember this, it is maintained in the low Earth orbit by collaboration of 5 space agencies. By collaboration of 5, International Space Station is a collaboration of 5 space agencies, which are NASA of United States, Roscosmos of Russia, and European Space Agency of Europe, JAXA of Japan, and CSE of Canada. 5 nations. Okay, and next is China, which is having its own space station, that is Tiangong-1, which is launched in 2011, and 2 launched in 2016 were test space labs, and Tiangong space station was launched in 2020-21, that is fully operational till now. So China and these 5 nations together were successful in launching as well as operating their own space stations in the space, and now India is also going to join them. Okay, and now coming to the third one. What is the next one? And one more is one uncrewed Gaganyaan flight that is proposed by ISRO. So Gaganyaan consists of 4 missions. Okay, out of those 3 spacecrafts will be carrying astronauts, crewed members into the space, and there will be one more space mission without any crewed member into this. That also has been proposed by the ISRO, and that is which is considered and approved by our Union Cabinet very recently. Don't forget this, by the ISRO. Okay, these are the 2 out of this 4. 3 are crewed machines and 1 is uncrewed machine, Gaganyaan flight. Okay, now coming to the 4th mission, which is the development of next generation launch vehicle by ISRO, which is the development of next generation launch vehicle by ISRO with an approved budgetary allocation of 8,240. Is it clear? 8,240 rupees crore. Okay, so now let's see what this next generation launch vehicle is. See, what is the next generation launch vehicle? It is a 3-stage partially reusable heavy lift vehicle under development by the Indian Space Research Organization. It is designed to replace India's current operational launch systems, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle, as well as LV-M3. Okay, the next generation, the name itself suggests, isn't it? The next generation launch vehicle is going to substitute 3 launch vehicles which are currently in operation by the ISRO, our space agency. What are they? First one is, see, replace operational PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle, and LV-M3. Why? Why is it supposed to be replaced? Because what are the key features? It is having enhanced payload capacity. First of all, it will be able to carry more weighted satellites with it, along with it. What are they? It aims to deliver payloads up to 10 tons. Successfully 10 tons, and its geostationary transfer orbit, it is capable of transferring it into the geostationary orbit and also significantly surpassing the capabilities of existing launch vehicles. As usual, see, in technology wise, it will be surpassing the existing launch vehicles right now. Okay, so that is the reason why we are going to develop this, because of its, first of all, enhanced payload capacity and cost efficiency. The vehicle is expected to offer 3 times the payload capacity at 1.5 times the cost compared to LV-M3, making it a cost-effective solution for various missions. That means it is 1.5 times cheaper than the existing launching vehicles. Okay, and reusability, right now this is the most important point, right? Sustainability, reusability. It will be having all the reusable components, and it is also designed to reduce the launch costs and sustainability in align with the global technologies. Okay, that is the main reason. That is the main significance of this next generation launch vehicle that is going to be launched by the ISRO. Okay, that is going to be manufactured by the ISRO. And what are its strategic objectives? Human space flight and lunar missions. It will be carrying, or it will be launching human space flights as well as lunar missions also. Is a pivotal component of India's vision to establish and operate Bharatiya Antariksh station and to develop capabilities for Indian crewed lunar landings by 2040. Okay, is it clear? What is it supposed to do? It is supposed to land human space flights. It is supposed to launch the human space flights into the space as well as lunar missions also onto the moon. Okay, and also it is also going to establish and operate the very, very important Bharatiya Antariksh station. Okay, and to develop the capabilities for Indian crewed lunar landings. It is also said that it is capable of launching the astronauts into the moon, lunar, by 2040. That is its capability and capacity, next generation launch vehicles. And now, what is its commercial competitiveness? By enhancing the payload capacity and incorporating reusability, NGLV aims to position India competitively in the global space market, catering to a wide range of national and commercial missions. Very clear, right? So with this, we are also set our foot very powerfully in the global space economy. With this, why? Because of all this significant objective specialities of this particular next generation launch vehicle. Okay, with its enhanced payload capacity, first one, and also incorporating its reusability. Because of its reusability capability, it is going to set India very powerfully among the global space economies. Okay, and next, what are the future perspectives of this NSLV? NGLV is poised to support a diverse array of missions, including satellite launches for communication. See, in future, it is mostly used to launch the satellites in the space for communication purpose, as well as Earth observation and interplanetary exploration, isn't it? So, previously itself I have talked about this, that it is going to put our astronauts, launch our astronauts into the moon as well as into various other planets, mostly Venus. We are highly interested in conducting our research on the Venus, isn't it? So that is why these are the future perspectives. It is supposed to support the launch of satellites for communication as well as Earth observation and interplanetary exploration as well. Clear? Very good. Now, yes, this is about the next generation launch vehicle. Okay, now coming to the fifth mission. What is the fifth mission? PSLV, built by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Larsen and Turbo. This is another company which is expected to launch by the end of 2024 or early 2025. PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, is also planned to be built by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited combined with Larsen and Turbo, which is expected to launch either by the end of this year or in the initial days of the upcoming year. So now let's see what this PSLV is. PSLV means Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, or PSLV, is one of the India's pride achievements in space exploration. So if we take a quick journey through it, it is developed by ISRO. It is the workhorse of Indian space program. It has launched over 300 satellites into the space, playing a crucial role in India's rise as a space power. Right now, the existing PSLV, it has launched nearly 300 satellites into the space. Mostly polar launchings also will be taken place, and as well as geosynchronous launchings also have been taken place by this. And when it comes to its capacity, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle capacity, it is a medium lift launch vehicle designed to deliver satellites into various orbits, including polar and geosynchronous orbits. Okay, it is capable of placing the satellites over here in the polar region and in the geosynchronous position of our Earth. That is, which will make the satellites revolve around the equator of the Earth. This is said to be geosynchronous, and this is polar synchronous orbit, geosynchronous orbit. Okay, so this polar satellite launch vehicle is capable of placing the satellites over here and here also. Okay, and now when it comes to its versatility, it allows to carry multiple payloads simultaneously. Not even a single payload. It is having the capacity of carrying multiple payloads. So you can make it carry at least 4,000 tons or 1,000 tons or maybe till 5,000 tons. Okay, and now what is the feature of this? Significant feature is, if we see the significant, wait, I'll show you the diagram also. See, here comes. This is the Gaganyaan mission and this is PSLV. If you see, observe it carefully, this is a 4-stage launch vehicle of the satellite. 1, 2, 3, 4th stage. This is the phase of a satellite which will be launched at the end. Okay, how is it featured? It is 44 meters tall, weighing around 320 tons. It can carry up to 3,800 kilograms into lower Earth orbit and 500 kgs into geosynchronous transfer orbit. It's solid. It is operated through solid liquid propulsion system, which are both reliable and cost effective. As I told previously, it can carry different, I have given you the examples, but the exact payload which it can carry are 3,800 kgs and also 1,500 kgs, 38 and 1,500 kgs. Differently, and also it is very cost effective. That is a normal point, general point, but you know it is operated through solid liquid propulsion system, which is very cost effective. Okay, these are some of the significant features of PSLV, which is going to be developed by our Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and also one more private entity together. Okay, and now PSLV, which is operational right now, has been first launched in 1993. Till now, how many satellites it has taken? I told 300 satellites were being launched by this, have been launched, and it has made history with India's first indigenously built satellite launch. Okay, this is the, it has made history by carrying a indigenously built satellite of our India. Okay, and next in 2008, PSLV placed India's Chandrayaan-1 on its mission to the moon, making India's presence in lunar. And one more significance of it is, in 2008, it has launched Chandrayaan-1, which is India's lunar mission. Okay, and that has been launched with the help of this PSLV only. And ISRO has launched satellites for over 30 countries, making PSLV one of the most commercially successful rockets in the world. Not only this, our PSLV, it has launched the rockets, it has launched the satellites of over 30 other nations, making it the most successfully commercial launch vehicle. That is nothing but the rocket. Clear? Okay, these are some of the missions that have been planned by our ISRO. And next, final one is Venus Orbiter mission, that is planned or that is set about to be launched by March 2028. Okay, why this Venus Orbiter mission? Venus Orbiter mission, which is set to be launched by March 2028. Okay, what is the reason behind this? Is to study the atmosphere of Venus. First thing, to study the atmosphere of the Venus, and second one is to study greenhouses of Venus, and also to study about the origin of planets. How can we study the origin of planets? By studying about various materials that were present in the other planets. Okay, so what does it do? It might send all rocks or some solid soil material that is present in the Venus back into the Earth, so that here we can conduct the research on that, and finally conclude about all this atmosphere, whether there is a presence of water or not, whether Venus has the conditions that are suitable for the life to sustain over there or not. Okay, etc. will be the reasons for this Venus orbital mission to be sent into the Venus. Okay, these are some of the brief ISRO missions that have been planned for the future, and tomorrow I will be continuing with the next remaining, some more 6 to 7 missions are there. So tomorrow I will be continuing with this. I hope you will benefit out of this. Make the best use of them. Thank you. Bye.